Hey, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Nicole. I'm a health and fitness coach. If you did not already read the title, today we are going to be talking about body recomposition. This is a question that I get all the time. What is it? How can I do it? Who can do it? So that's pretty much what we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about what body recomp is, who can do it, what to expect from it, how to track your progress through it, all of that good stuff. Body recomposition in a simple form is just pretty much losing body fat and gaining muscle at the same time. There are going to be people that argue that you cannot do that at the same time. They're both very conflicting goals, which is why someone, when they have a goal of building muscle, they're focused on strictly that goal, or when they have a goal of losing fat, they're focused strictly on that goal. That's why a lot of the times you'll see people go into a bulk or a cut or a maintenance phase. But we're going to talk about the beauty of body recomposition. So first off, who can do it? Usually body recomposition is geared more towards beginner lifters. This is going to be because your body is under a brand new stimulus. You can think of it as getting drunk for the first time. You have one drink and you're just like gone. The same thing happens when you start to lift weights. You're putting your body under a new stimulus, so it's going to be able to change quicker and more efficiently. This doesn't mean that just beginners are able to go through body recomposition. If you've taken a significant amount of time out of the gym for like an injury, or just you've been out there for a long period of time, you can also probably return to the gym and also experience body recomposition. So this is going to be especially good for newbie lifters. You may have heard the term newbie gains. That's pretty much what this is referring to. You're introducing something brand new to your body. Okay, so let's jump right into training and what that should look like. You do not need to be going to the gym 5 times a week to experience growth in your muscle. What I would suggest, especially if you're just starting to lift and this is brand new to you, I would do a 3-day full body split so that you're hitting all of your muscle groups. You're not feeling overwhelmed with the commitment of going to the gym 5 times a week. 3 days is efficient enough, and that's how I would break it down. What's going to be more important with your training in the gym is not necessarily going to be how many days that you're going to the gym, but rather the intention and the intensity behind your workouts. When it comes to you pushing yourself in your workouts, I want you to be around 1 to 3 reps. When it comes to you pushing your workouts, I want you to be around 1 to 3 reps left in the tank, meaning you're not completely training to failure. I don't want you getting hurt. I don't want you getting injured, but you still should be challenging yourself enough to push for those last few reps. The main goal when we're looking to build muscle is going to be progressive overload. Your overall intensity, your overall volume in a set period amount of time. So let's say one day you squatted 50 pounds and then the next time you squatted, you were able to squat 60 pounds. That is progressive overload. The same thing goes if you can do 50 pounds one week and can still only do 50 pounds the next week, but you did increase your reps. Progressive overload is going to be key for building muscle. All right, nutrition. Nutrition is always the part that I see my clients getting the most tripped up with. When it comes to body recomposition, you really need to find a sweet spot between your maintenance, a deficit, and being over your maintenance. You don't want to be in a calorie surplus because then you're not going to lean out any. You need to be in a deficit to lose any type of body fat. You need to be in a slight calorie deficit. I'm talking like maybe 10%. Again, not an extreme calorie deficit, just 10%. And then the king of kings, if you will, need to be eating high protein for about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you are 140 pounds, you're eating 140 grams of protein. If that seems overwhelming, you can break it up by meals and then divide the rest by snacks throughout the day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 2 snacks. Break it up like that. But your body will not change no matter what the goal is if you do not eat high protein. You don't want to just lose body weight, you want to lose fat, because when we lose fat, that's when our body looks different. Muscle does not weigh more than fat. They are the same weight, but muscle is more dense. So if your body's holding on to muscle and you are giving it the protein it needs to build that muscle and keep it, when you lose the body fat, your body composition is going to look completely different, and that's what we want. What tends to happen when we undereat and especially under consume protein is we will lose the weight. Let's say we lose 20 pounds, 15 pounds, but you just look skinny fat. That's when the look of skinny fat, or the term skinny fat, comes into play, because you lost the weight but you still are holding on to excess fat and you don't have enough muscle. Skinny fat can be a tricky thing. Skinny fat is just a simple way of saying you do not have enough muscle. You may have lost weight in the past, you may have lost some fat in the past, but you do not have enough muscle to push through to give you that toned look that you're looking for, and we don't want that. My dog is coming over here to say hello. You wanna say hi? She is saying hello. Okay, go over there. Go Go lay down. Okay, other things that are important besides your training and your nutrition are going to be your sleep and your recovery. Do not sleep on sleep, okay? This means I need you to prioritize a night routine, prioritize stopping scrolling late at night, any distractions that keep you up at night. Whatever time you need to wake up, you need to be getting quality sleep before that. So you need to backtrack it and make sure that you're setting yourself up for success that night. Building muscle does not come in the gym. It comes from your recovery outside of the gym. And now we need to repair and recover them outside of the gym. Something else that's going to be important is your consistency. Consistency with your workouts, consistency with your nutrition. Consistency does not equate to perfection, but be consistent. Be real with yourself. Okay, how to track your progress. I'm talking about things that are other than the scale. Yes, you can still use the scale for your progress, but I do not want you to be hyper fixated on it, because sometimes during body recomp, the scale doesn't move at all. And it can be extremely misleading because we're led to believe that the scale shows and tells all, and that's just simply not true. Progress can be measured through things like progress pictures. This is personally my favorite way to look at progress. Compare them month over month, every 2 weeks, however you want to do it. Body measurements, how your clothes are fitting. Sometimes with body recomp, you may notice that your clothes are fitting tighter in certain areas, like your legs, maybe your arms, your shoulders. This could just be muscle growing. If you're losing fat and there's muscle growing, your clothes may fit a little bit differently. Another one that's really overlooked is your strength in the gym. Are you getting stronger? Can you do more reps? Can you put more weight on the bar? Are you perfecting your form? Very underlooked. Usually getting stronger is an indicator that you're going in the right direction. Again, during this period of time, it's okay if the scale is not moving. If you're losing fat and gaining muscle, as I said before, they weigh the same. Muscle is more dense, so it's going to look very different on your body. So try not to get hyper fixated on the scale. Okay, that is going to be it for today's video. I wanted to keep it very simple. If you need any extra assistance or need help, have questions, you can drop them below. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram. But remember, progress over perfection. Bye!